So Hasan Piker has been banned off Twitch. His 7th ban. Hasan Piker has been banned off of Twitch. Hasan Piker made Twitch. There'd be no Twitch without Hasan Piker. So the fact that they banned him 7 times, he does like an 8-hour stream, and there's like a 10-second thing where it's like, whoa, he was pushing the line there. Apparently Twitch doesn't understand who butters their bread. Now, why did Hasan Piker get banned? Well, it looks like to me, I just did a cursory glance, but Hasan Piker got banned from Twitch because he called ICE Zionist pigs, which is ironic since they are Zionist pigs. ICE is the Gestapo, and a lot of them are trained by the IDF. Since the early 2000s, ICE and other federal agencies have been participating in training workshops and seminars and exchanges with Israeli police, Israeli border security, and Israeli military personnel. So there's a direct link between ICE and the IDF. So to think that they're not Zionist, and then pigs, that's what, agents are called. So we know that they're pigs. It's the Zionist thing. The Zionist thing that's getting under their craw. The only way we could totally find out if ICE are a bunch of Zionists, we'd have to poll them. And in order to poll them, we would have to know who they are. Since they cover up their faces, they murdered Renee Good, they murdered Alex Preddy, and yet there's been no arrest. And we only found out Jonathan Ross's name because he had an earlier complaint, and somehow some internet sleuths had connected the dots. So we, the internet, the people, were able to figure out who murdered Renee Good. But we don't know the other ICE agents that was around him that prevented medical attention. And we don't know any of the 10 people that had murdered Alex Preddy. We don't know any of these 10 people. So we know that they're pigs. Are they Zionist? Well, there's a general comparison that can be made as well. The war on terror has come home to roost. Renee Good got shot and murdered. Why? Because they said she weaponized her vehicle. So for any of those, dumb SOBs who doesn't know that a vehicle could be used as a weapon, it could be. It's totally possible. You could take your vehicle and then you could aim for somebody. You've seen people that drive through crowds of people. There was somebody that took a car and ran into a building up in New York City. So clearly you can use a vehicle as a weapon. Alex Preddy, he's going to get shot and murdered. And he did nothing wrong. He didn't do a single thing wrong. Alex Preddy was just in the middle of the street, videotaping something that was going on 40 feet away. I started pushing 2 women, kept pushing. Pushed 2 women to the other side of the street, shoved 1 woman down on the ground. And Alex Preddy happened to be there, is picking the woman up, and then that pissed off the main ape, crap, the guy that was going berserker. So you had one ICE agent that was going berserker, shoved the 2 women across the street, and then when Alex Preddy went to help the woman up, then he takes bear mace and sprays Alex in his face, sitting there tugging on him, pulling on him. They dogpile him. And then one ICE agent takes the gun out of Alex Preddy's holster. And then when he takes the gun, he shoots it. The shot heard around the world is ICE taking the gun. This is Alex Preddy's gun, and shooting it. That spooks the first ICE officer. And then he mag dumps right into Alex Preddy's body, shooting him in the back, shooting and killing him in the back. And then they all back up, right? Because that's what criminals do. This is just a bunch of mafia crap. And when they all backed up, you had another ICE agent that opened fire. Why? Because Alex Preddy was still moving. So Alex Preddy was still moving, and then we're going to do another mag dump. So we're going to shoot 5 times, and then we're going to shoot another 5 times. Why? Because it looks like he's still alive. So they wouldn't let medical personnel go save Renee Good. There was something about medical personnel trying to go see Alex Preddy. They said that they had their own medics there, but they just counted the bullet holes in the back and then flipped his body over. But there was another doctor that was around that wanted to go see him, and they wouldn't let him see him. Does this not sound like Zionists? Zionists have killed 680,000 Palestinians. And they're still murdering people. There's been over 500 people that have been killed since the ceasefire. And then after they murdered Renee Good and Alex Preddy, they got the goal to call them domestic terrorists. There was something that was passed that said something like, there was a lot of specific categories. Domestic terrorist? A domestic terrorist is, Tim McVeigh. A domestic terrorist is the Unabomber. A domestic terrorist would be, some secret Russian training camp, that's here on our soil. That'd be a domestic terrorist. So the fact that they're calling Renee Good and Alex Preddy domestic terrorists, they're calling anything and anybody domestic terrorists. They are absolutely maligning and slandering the names of the people that they murdered. Acting like they were the worst people in the world. Yeah, you got Megyn Kelly that said, "Oh, I kept my ass home, that's why I didn't get shot." You don't give a damn about other people, so to think that you would actually go out on the streets with a sign and say, "Hey, change things." Yeah, and then to think that staying home protects you. Didn't, what was that woman in Louisville? She was sleeping. She got murdered. So to think that being peaceful and staying in your home is going to protect you. But they call them domestic terrorists. They call them domestic terrorists. They are calling Tim McVeigh. He got a truck and filled it with a bunch of explosives and then drove to the federal building. Blew up the thing, is driving away. Unabomber sending a bunch of bombs through the mail. I don't know about any Russian, terrorist cells here in the United States. But to call somebody a domestic terrorist, it has to rise to them actually being, that's such an egregious, it's insane. You're saying they're like 9/11. Renee Good was like the Al-Qaeda terrorist on 9/11? Get the fuck out of here. That domestic terrorism killed 3,000 people. Having some soccer mom come up on the scene and blow a whistle, that's not domestic terrorism. And Alex Preddy, he was, people might point out the 11 days ago there was some conflict where he kicked the tail light off the damn car. I'm actually happy to see that because the way Alex Preddy died, he just died like they pushed him, they shot him. They're pistol whipping him on top of the head. They're spraying him in the face with mace. Pistol whipping him, spraying, and then dogpile him. They disarm him, take the gun. They scare themselves by shooting Alex Preddy's gun down on the ground. And then they shoot him 5 times. In the back. They shoot him in the back. So you're putting domestic terrorists on like Mr. Rogers. You're putting a label of domestic terrorist on like Miss Rachel. You're putting domestic terrorist label on toothpicks. Nobodies. Peaceful protesters who did nothing to nobody. So Alex Preddy very much just seemed like a chump. He's just in the street, he's videotaping, he's standing back, he's way from a distance, he shoves a woman down, he helps the woman up, and then they just attack him some more. One guy sitting there clapping, very happy with what he just did. Another guy says, boo-hoo. Oh, boo-hoo, yeah, we shot somebody that didn't deserve it, and you're sad about it? Boo-hoo. So they're calling the most peaceful one of us, the best of us, actually. Alex Preddy, how much more patriotic can you be being a nurse for veterans? Renee Good, can you not see her sweetness? Hey, I'm not mad at you. That's okay, you can film me. I'm not mad at you. She asked to be let out. You wouldn't let her out. These are not domestic terrorists. Not by any stretch of the imagination. But they're going after anybody and everybody. Anybody that has an inkling of an idea that they may think that the Gestapo isn't doing a good job. So ICE are definitely Zionist pigs. They're definitely a bunch of Zionist pigs. Like I said before, to find out perfectly if we want to know if they are Zionist pigs, we'd have to poll ICE members to find out. Do you actually believe in Zionism? Are you America first, or do you think that the genocide against the Palestinian people is A-okay? Should we keep financing the genocide to the tune of billions and billions of dollars? And then when you think about the war on terror coming home, how ICE is murdering innocent people, how they're attacking journalists, how they killed an American nurse for veterans. This is Zionist pig crap. This is Zionist pig crap. So we're watching the emergence of an overt police state. It's always been kind of hidden, the police state, the fascist police state. But we're watching the emergence of the overt police state. And we're watching it in real time. So Hasan Piker being banned off Twitch, do you not know who buttered your bread? Without Twitch, without Hasan Piker, Twitch is nothing. And just because he called ICE a bunch of Zionist pigs, do you see all the vitriol and the crap coming out of the right wing? These people are in charge, and they're still like tussling with people because of some petty grievance. A lot of people used to say, you got to have respect for the office. You got to have respect for the office. Do we? Do we have to respect the office? Because they clearly don't respect their own office. And things are actually so bad, I see a sweeping in the midterms, probably even like conservative Democrats might be able to get away with it. But frankly, at this point in time, you got to strike the iron when it's hot. And I think that we could elect one of the most radical, most peace-loving, freedom-loving people to Congress that we can elect. So, yeah, Hasan Piker being banned because he called ICE Zionist pigs. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. God, that's so dumb. Especially since they are Zionist pigs. So you can't call a shovel a shovel. You can't call a spade a spade. You can't call a hoe a hoe. You can't accurately depict reality. And even if it's rhetoric, look at the rhetoric that's being, the onslaught of the battalion of rhetoric. These hypocrites, man. These motherfucking hypocrites, man.